Hello everybody, it's Mel. Thank you for joining me today for a recommending books to other booktubers video. So this is a video that I've done on my channel a number of times before, and what I do is I choose a few different booktubers and I recommend books to them. They are personal recommendations from me to them, so I have to go and watch some of their videos or look at their Goodreads or what have you to see the kind of thing that they like and recommend books based on that, hopefully that they have not read yet. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. So I have got 8. Is there 8? 1, 2. Yes, I have got 8 booktubers that I'm going to recommend a book to, and 2 of those asked. So if you are a booktuber or not, if you are someone who would like me to recommend a book to you, then please comment that below and I will then put you in the next video. So you don't have to be a booktuber, but if you aren't a booktuber, please direct me to your Goodreads or an Instagram or somewhere where I can get some information about the kind of things that you like to read and what you have already read so that I can recommend a book to you. But yeah, anyone that would like me to recommend a book, booktuber or not, please comment below and let me know and I'll include you in the next video. So I've got 2 people who asked on my previous video, and then I have 6 other people who haven't actually asked, but I've decided I'm going to recommend a book to them. Like I said, this is the 10th iteration of this video, so I will link the playlist if you'd like to go and check that out, all the different people that I recommended books to in the past. Always in these videos, I try to make sure that I'm including at least one booktuber who I don't have any particular contact with. So most of the people who I recommend books to in these types of videos are booktubers or people who I have some kind of connection with in general, who I know a little bit apart from just watching their videos, and who definitely know of my channel and me, so they will potentially at some point come across the video and see that I've recommended a book to them. But I do like to try and push myself a little bit and sort of make other people aware of me, try and come out of my comfort zone a little bit by promoting myself a little bit. So I always try and pick at least one booktuber who I don't think has ever heard of me or has any knowledge about my channel, just as a way of getting my name out there a little bit. Whether or not they then do anything with that or even see it is a different thing altogether, but I will of course be tagging all the people who I recommend a book to. So yeah, that is the general kind of premise of the video, and now I'm just going to go ahead and recommend some books to some booktubers. So the first 2 are the people who asked, and then the rest of the people who have not actually asked. I should just add, if you have had a book recommended to you in a past video, but you'd like another one, please do comment that as well, because I'm more than happy to recommend a book to people, more than one book to people. So the first person who I'm recommending a book to is one such person, and that is Crystal from Bond Book Reviews. I recommended a book to her in I think the 2nd or 3rd video, and she asked that I recommend a 2nd book to her, so that's what we're doing today. So, Crystal, the book that I'm recommending to you is The Killing Code by Ellie Marnie. The reason I'm recommending this book to you is because I know that you do enjoy thrillers. I don't think it's your main genre at the moment. I know it used to be one of your main genres, but I know that you do enjoy some thrillers. So I thought that I would recommend one that I don't think that you've read, or certainly not at the time that I made this list, which was a while ago now. So yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy this one. Ellie Marnie is an Australian author, although this book is not set in Australia. It is a historical mystery. It's set during the Second World War in the States, and it is about a group of women who were part of the core, I guess, of the army, or the group of people who were trying to break the codes, German codes. And yeah, there's a mystery, there's a murder, or there's a couple of murders that happen at the house where they do this code breaking, and these women decide that the police aren't really going to do anything about it because it's women who are being killed, and so they decide to go ahead and look into what's going on and solve the mystery. I think you'll really enjoy this one. I'm hoping that you do. Like I said, I know you enjoy mysteries, murder mysteries, thrillers and that sort of thing, and I think this would be right up your alley. I thought it was really well written. I think Ellie Marnie is a fantastic author, and yeah, I definitely hope that you'll enjoy this one. But the book that I'm recommending to you today, Crystal, is The Killing Code by Ellie Marnie. The next person is another person who asked that I recommend a book to them, and that is Sarah Y from the channel with the same name. I came across Sarah on Crystal's channel. We were in comments, we were watching sprints on Crystal's channel, and to be honest, I had not actually seen Sarah's channel before, but I was talking about doing this video, it was a while ago now, and in those chats on the sprints, and she asked that I recommend a book to her, and so obviously I went and subscribed to her channel and checked out some of her videos and Goodreads and stuff. Anyway, Sarah, the book that I'm going to recommend to you is Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. The reason I'm recommending this book to you is because I know that you read a lot of romance. It seems to be your main and your favourite genre. I don't think you've read this one. You may have by now, I'm not sure, but I don't think that you've read this one. And I really enjoyed this one. It wasn't a favourite book of mine, but I thought that it was fun. I thought that it was easy to read. It was well written. It is a sort of opposites attract. It's about this woman who is from this really well-known, well-off family, and she's supposed to be marrying this guy who is a doctor at the same hospital she works at, and you know, they're on paper they're the perfect match. Anyway, this woman is driving through this country town one day and her car breaks down, and she meets this other guy who is very much not the kind of person that she's supposed to on paper want to be with, but they end up initially having a friends with benefits kind of relationship, but obviously it turns into a bit more of a romance. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a bit of fun, and I think that you'll enjoy it. I think you'll have a good time with it, and I'm really hoping that you in fact do. So the book that I'm recommending to you, Sarah, is Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. Then I have a bunch of different people who, like I said, I have not told or been asked to recommend books to. The first of those is Jess from This Kiwi. And the book that I'm recommending to you, Jess, is Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston. I'm recommending this book to you because I know that you absolutely love Harry Potter, and I feel like if you enjoy Harry Potter, you will enjoy Amari. Amari and the Night Brothers is the first in a series. I'm not sure how many books there are going to be, but there are 3 out at the moment, and it's a similar kind of setup. Amari doesn't go to what is technically a school, but she does go and start learning about magic. She discovers that she is a magician, and she discovers that there is this kind of underground bureau of magic, and there are magical creatures and all this sort of stuff, and she goes and enrolls in their, I guess it is a magic school arm of the bureau, and yeah, she has a whole bunch of adventures. It's a middle grade, fantastically written. The tagline is Men in Black. It may even be Men in Black meets Harry Potter, and I think that is the perfect kind of comp. And yeah, I just think it's fantastic. It's a lot of fun, and I think if you like Harry Potter, you will love Amari. Yeah, really hope that you do, because that's the book that I'm recommending to you, Jess. The next person that I'd like to recommend a book to today is Nicole from Dusty Book Sniffers. And the book that I'm recommending to you today, Nicole, is The Secret Keeper by Kate Morton. So this is a book that I read quite a while ago, so I'm not 100% sure that I remember everything about it, but I do think that you'll really, really enjoy it. This is one of those books where we follow a couple of different timelines and a few different characters in the different timelines. We see how the actions in the past affect the present, and the various secrets that get unraveled. Yeah, I thought it was a really good book. I really enjoyed it. Looking at your Goodreads and looking at some of your videos, it seems like this is the kind of book that you do enjoy. I think that you would really, really enjoy this one, and so that's why I've decided to recommend The Secret Keeper to you, Nicole. The next person that I want to recommend a book to is Steph from Once Upon a Bookish Steph. And to you, Steph, I'm going to recommend The Deep by Kyle Perry. Kyle Perry is a Tasmanian, which is the southernmost state in Australia, a Tasmanian author, and he writes thriller mystery type books. The Deep is one such thriller mystery book. It is set in Tasmania, that's where I live, and I read it this year and I really, really enjoyed it. It is, like I said, it's a thriller mystery type book. We follow a bunch of different characters and we are looking into the disappearance of a boy 15 years later, and this boy who disappeared when he was about 6 comes back, and it is looking into what happened, who was responsible, why did that happen, all that sort of thing. It involves a family who are drug runners, and there's a whole bunch of just little different twists and turns and mysteries, and I think that you will really enjoy them. I know that you do read a lot of thriller mystery books, and I think you would really enjoy this one. I think it was really well written, and I know that you haven't read it, or I don't think you have, so I really hope that you enjoy this one. Which is why that I'm recommending to you, Steph, The Deep by Kyle Perry. Next up, I'm recommending a book to Nate from Nate Reads, and the book that I'm recommending to you, Nate, is A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. I'm not 100% sure whether you've read this one or not. I couldn't find a link to your Goodreads, so I just kind of had to hazard a guess. But hopefully you haven't read it, or if you did, you enjoyed it. So this is the first in a trilogy, which is the Scholomance trilogy, and it is another magical school. This one is a little bit different though. This one is a young adult, and it is about a magical high school where students go, but there are no teachers, and it's basically they go there because it is safer than being out in the world alone as a magic user, but it's still not safe. The school is out to get them. It's very unsafe. You have to try and make alliances, all this kind of stuff. There's a lot of potential danger and death, but it's really fun. It's well written. It's quite different from your normal magical school, and I'm currently reading the second book in the series, and I'm just having a lot of fun with it. And I think that based on the books that you have read and talked about, you seem to read a lot of fantasy, you seem to enjoy a lot of fantasy, and I think that you'll really enjoy this one as well. So that is why I'm recommending to you, Nate, A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. The next person that I'm recommending a book to is Smitty from Smitty1423. So Smitty's channel is a channel that I've come across relatively recently. BookTube or YouTube, the algorithm recommended this person to me, this channel, and I watched a few of his videos now and I really, really enjoyed them. It looks like we read a lot of similar stuff. He reads a lot of epic fantasy, as do I, and so I just thought that it was really fun. I did comment and say, hey, YouTube recommended me your channel, hello, rah, 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 and he responded, so hopefully my channel is not entirely new to him, but anyway, we'll be that as it may, it's not important. The book, Smitty, that I'm recommending to you is, well, the series that I'm recommending to you is The Realm of the Elderlings by Robin Hobb. Because like I said, I know that you read a lot of epic fantasy like Brandon Sanderson and Joe Abercrombie and different books like that, different authors like that. I think that you will really, really enjoy The Realm of the Elderlings by Robin Hobb. Robin Hobb is one of my favourite authors. That's one of my favourite series of all time. It's an amazing, amazing epic fantasy series. It is so well written. The characters are incredible. It's heartbreaking. Rob pulls on your heartstrings and breaks them, but she does such a good job with it. So yeah, the first book, it's a little bit confusing because there are a bunch of different trilogies and series within the overarching series, which is The Realm of the Elderlings. But the first series is the Farseer trilogy. The first book of that is Assassin's Apprentice. And then the second trilogy is the Live Ship Traders trilogy. And the first book of that is Ship of Magic. You could read Farseer or Live Ship Traders. You could read either of those series first out of the whole series, but you have to read either Farseer and then Live Ship, or Live Ship and then Farseer, and then you go on. You can't read, yeah, that's the only two that you can read out of order. But anyway, that is the series I recommend to you, Smitty. And the final person that I'm recommending a book to today is Jess from the channel Jess Owens. Now Jess is a YouTuber who I am 99% sure does not know of my existence, does not know of my channel. So I don't know whether she'll see this video or not, but hopefully she does, and hopefully she likes the recommendation. So to you, Jess, I'm recommending The Final Strife by Sarah L. Arifi. I read that one a couple of months ago and I'm currently in the middle of the Battle Drum, and I'm really enjoying the series. I think that they are just fantastically written. I think that if you like David Bad, which I'm pretty sure that you do, you would love this series. It is an African-inspired epic fantasy story. It's dark, not grim dark, but there's a lot of dark elements. And it just sounds like the kind of thing that I think that you would really enjoy, and I'm really hoping that you do if you get this recommendation. So yeah, Jess, I'm recommending to you The Final Strife, which is the first book in the trilogy, which is called the Ending Fire Trilogy by Sarah L. Arifi. But anyway, those are all the booktubers to whom I'm recommending books. Those are all the books I'm recommending to them. And that means that we're at the end of the video. So yeah. That's everything from me today. If you would like to leave me a comment about any of the books I've recommended, are you one of the recipients of the recommendation? Have you read the book? If not, do you intend to? Are you excited? Let me know all of that stuff in the comments below. If you'd like me to recommend a book to you, like I said, whether you have a BookTube or not, please comment that below as well. If you do have a BookTube, just comment and I'll be able to find you. If you don't, please also leave me a link to somewhere where I can go and see the kind of books that you like, because I like to make sure that I'm recommending books that the person is likely to enjoy rather than just any old random book. So please comment that with your, hey, can you recommend something to me? If you have any other comments, please comment those down below. If you'd like to leave me a comment but you don't know what, then leave me the person emoji going like this, because I don't know what kind of books the viewers watch, or whether these people will like their recommendations or even get them. But anyway, yeah, leave that emoji. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, like I said, thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.